everyone. How's it going? I'm so happy to be here again on this fabulous Saturday and talking to an amazing, wonderful Dr. PhD Ida Greene. It's so great to have you. It's remarkable that you've authored 24 books. I'd love to get to know more about that as well. But in the meantime, please let us know what it is that you would like to teach us today. Drop some wisdom bombs on us. That would be fabulous. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Ida Greene.
Yeah, well, I want to let everyone know that if you're into uncertainty, you're into worry, if you're into self doubt, if you're into overwhelm, those are natural life events and occurrences. They do happen. They're the emotional ups and downs and uh, wondering what will happen and what will not happen. So I want you to be aware that those are normal activities that happen in everyone's life. But we have to make a shift and choose which direction we want to go. And this have to be is every day, but it's also in every hour, every minute. We have to make a choice of how we're going to live our life and who we're going to be and how we show up. So one of the things that I have been able to do is really zero in and helping people with their relationship, with their communication, with their mindset about money and how they're going to be provided and how they're not going to be provided. So I
Mm-hmm.
now call myself the miracle mentor because what I do is shift people's consciousness, their mindset, and work their beliefs so they can start thinking, acting, and behaving as if they're in the flow of abundance and divine order and divine wealth. You know, abundance is all around us, it's everywhere. If you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we have abundance of everything. We have abundance of air. We don't have to buy it. We don't have to pay for it. We don't have to rent it. We have
Mm-hmm.
abundance of with our eyes, our nose. We can breathe all the air we want. We can hear everything we want. And these are just natural gifts. The blood in our body is constantly flowing and moving, and we don't have to tell it to move or to flow. It just flows by itself. All our fingers and toes move, and we don't have to tell them to move. We don't have to tell our body, let's get up and walk and go to the kitchen. We just get up and we can go to the kitchen. We can
Mm-hmm.
drink water. We also can choose who we talk to and who we hang out with, who we spend time with, and how much time we spend with people. But more importantly, the gift that we have is to really spend time with ourselves and to stop uplifting ourselves and seeing what's positive. You don't need anyone to tell you how beautiful you are. You can own that. You can talk to yourself about that. You made I was married 2 times, and neither one of my husbands ever told me they loved me. I
Mm,
think they loved
exactly.
me.
I hear you.
They behaved like they said they cared for me. But you know, when you go looking for people to love you, that just may not ever happen. They don't use that language. They don't use those words. And even with my mother never used the word "I love you." Neither did he was always giving us food. And my dad never said I love me, but I knew he loved me because he would whistle and he would sing to me, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are blue. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away." And I still remember those words. And that's what's keeping me going. The only person in my life beside God and Jesus that's ever given me unconditional love is my father. If there was something that I wanted and I really wanted, he would find a way to get it. He never told me I didn't have the money. When I asked my mother, she didn't tell me she didn't have the money. She would send it to my dad, and my dad would find a way to get whatever I need. I didn't ask him for much because I knew they didn't have much and they were very poor. So I really was very selective. When I asked, it was really a very need. And I didn't ask off because I knew money was not plentiful. I didn't want to burden them. But when I did ask, I got my needs met. And when I didn't get them met, I found a way to meet my needs. Like when I wanted to go to nursing school because my aunt was a nurse in
Mhm.
Chicago. But my mother and my dad, neither one of them could give me the money. But I told my
Mhm.
dad I wanted to go. My dad found a way to get me on a train ticket and get me to Chicago. And when I went to stay with my aunt, I couldn't find a job. I went walking because I was a nurse's aide and found a job the same day. But there was a point where I asked my aunt for money for something, and she didn't couldn't give me the money, didn't have the money. So I
Mhm.
called my dad and told him about it. But I just decided I'm going to find the money and make the money myself. So I was just independent enough to take care of myself and provide for myself. I worked as a CNA until I got the money to go into nursing school. So there's some things you just have to make things happen. You know, I
Mhm.
said, turned around and went back to send Pensacola and said, "Well, it's not going to work. Things are bad, and I'm going to quit and just." But that's not me. I've never been a quitter. I don't know not how to survive or how. I just keep going until I just don't do it anymore. But
Mhm.
I was born with that gift, resilient gift. You have that too. You have to make a decision whether you live or die, whether you make it or don't make it, will you survive? Every day you have to make a decision. I could have
Mhm.
quit Chicago because my aunt was sending me to take me out to look at all these jobs with Canon, and I know I had a gift as a nurse, a CNA, so I used my gift. I saved money to go to nursing school, so we have to plan our activities. And I've had some really, really rough days. My first husband was schizophrenic. Second husband was bipolar, alcoholic, and abusive. But I survived all that. I just
Mhm.
stayed to try to figure it out. I didn't talk much when I was with that man that was physically abusive. I know anything I said would trigger him, so I kept my mouth shut till I could find a way to divorce him. And then after I
Mhm.
divorced him, I started working on my self esteem and my self worth. I lost all that stuff. Here I'm a registered nurse. I have my bachelor's in counseling, my master's, and here I'm with low self esteem and low self worth and don't feel good about myself. I had to work on making myself feel good again. So I started
Mhm.
teaching that. That's what really got me. I just started going to the shelters and teaching women about their self esteem and how to improve their self esteem and their self worth. And started working with kids, improving their self esteem and counseling foster kids and I had foster kids myself. So that gave me helping somebody else helping me. And then I started writing about my trauma, and that's how those books came about because I write about
Mhm.
my pain. I don't talk about it, I write about it. So I started
Gotcha.
writing about it, and then it became books. But we have to just find what we can do to be resourceful. I think it's our job to do something. I went to Disneyland one time and bought those little things that who you are is your gift to God. What you make of your life is your gift to God. So I thought I want to give God a masterpiece back in a treasure when I leave the planet. You know,
Mhm.
I want to give him something worthwhile. So us to make whatever we make in life, we only have our memories, our talents and gifts and what we do in life and who we impact in this lifetime. So
Mhm.
what are you going to do and who life are you going to change? And how can you make a big impact? What can you give God when you leave here? You say, well, this is what I did with the time you gave. This I did with the life you gave me. This is what I gave you with opportunity. We all have an opportunity. We all have 24 hours a day. We all have
Mhm.
down. We all have bad opportunities. If you tell me that I would have married a man that was schizophrenic at 26, I wouldn't believe it. But I had to make the best of it. His family knew
Mhm.
he had illness, but I didn't. But since I was there, I had to make the best of it. And it was really hard because when I was with that man, they put him on my unit. I was a psych nurse, and they put him on the male units. I had to go work on the female unit so they could put my husband in the hospital. He was telling me I was doing all these bad things to him, but the people knew he was mentally ill, so they didn't judge me. So you have to find a way to survive. I had to find a way to survive just to keep alive. And then my husband died with pneumonia. I couldn't take care of him. I sent him to Florida for his family to take care of him. Then he got pneumonia and he died. So I was really angry with him because he brought me to San Diego and died on me and left me a widow. So I had to work through that. I had no family, nobody but him. And here I'm a widow. You just, you just got to figure out how to live. What I did is I immersed myself into college. I went back and got my bachelor's and my master's, and then I think I became an ordained minister. But I just kept doing something to keep alive. I didn't have any family, still don't have any family in San Diego. Nobody that I can talk to if I get worried or sad. But I got Jesus and God. I talk to God and Jesus anytime I want to. My mother introduced my angels when I was little, so I always have my angels with me. So never ill alone. I mean, and I'm a very friendly person because I don't have family. I'm always talking to people. I say, wherever I go, I meet my family. So whoever I'm talking to in the moment is my family. So I don't see myself without family. It's just a person I don't know because I'm going to start talking to them if they're in the grocery store and 1 feet in front of me, I'm going to start talking to them because my greatest thing that I love life, I love people, and I just love being alive and making a contribution to the world. So as long as I have an opportunity to contribute and make an opportunity to help someone, I'm going to do that. So I invite you to see what you can do to make your life a gift to God, and how can you make that a pleasant experience, and what can you
Mhm,
do to enable people. I don't wait for people to talk to me. I talk to them because I'm
mhm,
so afraid. I'm not afraid since I never had family and outside of Florida. I had to go looking for friends and family in Chicago. I had to go find friends. In San Diego, I had no friends. And now I have no family. My brother died recently, and now my sister got dementia. I don't have any family, so I got to create family. But I don't quit and I don't give up. And I'm going to keep moving and doing what I can to support people until the day I leave the planet. So if you'd like to have me work with you, I would like to have you book a strategy call and see how I can support you and see what miracles we can create in your life. You never know what help you might need or how I can support you. It may be your communication, it may be your self-esteem, your low self-worth, or not believing in yourself. I have had those obstacles. I will overcome those so I can support you in doing that. Whatever I do, it always happened. I just call myself the miracle maker because I make miracles happen in people's lives, and people are always blessed and pleased by the support that I give them. So if you'd like to have a strategy session, we can talk about create a plan for you and how I can support you. I would love to help you to create some miracles in your life because your miracle is just one step away, one breath away, one opportunity away, a one call away, or just changing your mindset and believing that, yes, I can do it. And you can do it. I believe in you. I know you can do it. And I would love to support you and let you know that your best days in front of you rather than behind you. This is Dr. Ida Green, the Miracle Mentor. Let's go out and make some miracles happen in your life. I would love to support you and help you to realize that your miracles are today are right in front of you.
thank you so much. Delia, you have some people on TikTok listening to you right now. Do you have a TikTok by chance?
I have a TikTok account. I don't
Mhm.
know the how to log into it, but I do
And
have
the only
it.
I don't ask this to everybody, but I'm asking you because a lot of people are loving
Oh
what you're
yeah,
saying.
I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok,
Mhm.
Instagram. So yeah, so connect with me out there because I would love to support you in whatever way I can. I certainly love to do that. I know that I can support you. Let's create some miracles in your life for you.
That's right. That's right. People needing that these days, today, every day. So yeah, your website is in the description, so anybody can connect with you at any time. But I love
They can book a counseling session with me as well.
correct. And tell us a little bit more about the master classes.
Yeah, I have a master class now called a Spotlight Interview, but I trade off. I am when I have someone who I want to spotlight interview. I just recently Spotlight interviewed Joan. She's a licensed clinical social worker, and she was talking about healing with pets. But I do have a master class as well, and I'm going to be doing. We're going to be having a live master class in November. So click into my website and and find out about that. I do have those words of wisdom. The fifth, I think it's the fourth or fifth Sunday in the month, where I channel and speak words that the Holy Spirit gives me. I have an 8 week program, intuition program for helping you to type into your intuition, and let's talk about how you can support my I look at my page here, and that's Interlude for Life Solution, so I can
Mhm.
help you to find some solution for your life, and let's see what it is that's blocking you from getting in the way of being your best self. We all
Mhm.
have those blocks, and we all need support. So let's
Mhm.
see how I can help you to find some solution to your life solution, whatever is blocking you. Let's find out what those blocks are and remove those blocks so that you can be fully expressed and live the perfect life for you. Every day is an opportunity for you to grow in your wisdom, in your knowledge. I recently had a little 16-year-old that I'm counseling now came to me and said, I want to better myself. I love that 16-year-old
Great.
that want to better yourself. I mean, that is
Mhm.
awesome. So we
Mhm.
started working with her and found that she has ADHD, and now we're getting her on medication. And parents said, we knew that there was something wrong with her liver, but they didn't do anything for 16 years. But she had the insight to reach out and say, I need help. And I was so privileged and honored that she chose me to work with her. You know, she
Mhm.
could have chose anyone, but she chose me. So I'm so honored to have a 16-year-old that want to better herself. And I have a
Mhm.
21-year-old person that wants to improve herself. I want to become a nurse. I have a little 27-year-old that wants to become a nurse. So I just love to support people. In fact, I had this little girl reach out to me the other day. Said, "I want to schedule a meeting with you, because I want to meet with you today. I just want to talk to you. I love talking with you." I thought that is so awesome when people want to better themselves and they want to reach out. You know, it's really takes courage to say I want help and I need help and I want to improve myself. But if 16-year-old can realize that she need help,
Mhm.
anyone can realize they need help. So you don't have to be 16. You may be 61 or 41 or 41 or 51, but just know that we need to keep growing, keep asking for help, and keep looking and keep up leveling our skills. You know,
Mhm.
I I know that you can do whatever you set your mind to do, but sometimes we need help and we need a little bit of support. So don't be embarrassed, regardless of how old you are, what you haven't done, or what you didn't do. Let's just start today to move forward with your life and get you in a better place. You know, if you start working with me, you'll be in a better place now than you were when you first started. And we
Mhm.
can make some miracles happen in your life. You can start earning the money you want and start looking. What are your limiting beliefs? What is blocking you? What is that you're saying? What is that you're doing? And get you started on a path of making miracles. It's time for you to have some miracles happen in your life. And, you know, it's certainly an opportunity for you to go to the next level and build, step in that next level of who you are and to becoming your best self. Your best self is yet to show up. So we're just peeling back the layers of the onion to the all the trauma, all the tragedy, all the bad things in life. Peeling that away so we got real that beautiful shining optic of who you are, that person, your real genuine beautiful self can come forth. And we
Mhm.
need to peel back those layers of the onion so that you can start shining brighter so you can stop sabotaging yourself and stop living in limiting beliefs and start I don't know, you may be an overspender. You
Mhm.
maybe have that shiny object syndrome. So many people have a shiny object
Yeah.
syndrome, and they hop from one thing to another, one counsel, one practice. Let's just help you settle on one thing and have you shine in one spot. That shiny object syndrome because of anxiety, causes overwhelm, it
Mhm.
causes stress, it leaves you broke. So let's have you put your money in a place where you can use it invest in yourself. Let's work together and start having you start shining so that you can become that millionaire that you want. There's a million inside of you. Let's bring that millionaire forth. Start that millionaire mindset of growing so that you can create miracles in the world and you can help someone else. You
Mhm.
become that miracle person. So there's nothing you can't do, but we all need support. I would love to support you and get you started on what is your next step. What is your best next step? And how can we stop you from spinning your wheel into just going around and around on a hamster wheel from going from one thing to another. Let's get you anchored in your divine knowing, in your divine self, and your divine person of who you can and who you will become. And let's grow that self to so that you can become. You certainly become a millionaire. There's no reason why you can't, but we have to start someplace. Let's start peeling the onion, getting rid of all the trauma, all the abuse, all the tragedy. We all have had that, and let's just move out of that muck and myrrh into some solid ground where you can have create a whole new identity of who you can and who you become and what is possible. I'd like to help you see what is possible for your life. There's a lot made possible for you if
You
you
know, as yeah, I totally get that because as humans, we are always, or we should be, evolving and growing our brains, our psyche, like everything. And if you are the same mental person, or if you're the same person you were mentally, let's put it that way, let me put it that way so it's more clear. But my what I've understood about life is if you're the same person you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago mentally, like the same thoughts, the same, customs, the same what traditions, the same this, the same thought patterns, the same belief, the same everything, well, of course you're going to be in a rut. Of course that's a rut. So let's get out of the rut is like the biggest thing. And so I appreciate you being here and talking about this. One last thing I wanted you to mention was please tell us about the Self Esteem Org. And also, I saw in your website there is a section about sex trafficking. What was that all about? Or what is that about?
well, I was doing that. I'm no longer doing sex trafficking, and
Okay.
now
Well,
I'm
tell us
working.
about it now.
Well, okay. I really believe that there's a lot of sex trafficking going on. There's a lot of trauma and abuse. And so there's so many people working on that now. In fact, this P. Diddy just got
Mm-hmm.
put in life prison, well, in prison because of that sex trafficking. So there's a lot of awareness about that now. I want to shine a light on mental illness. My brother died recently with mental illness, and and there's so many mental illness in so many families. So I want to shine a light about mental illness so that we can become more with our own natural mindset. My family didn't notice that, so I'm pretty sure there's some mental illness in your family as well. And let's see what you can do about that and creating a healthy mindset. We all come from dysfunctional families, and no, there's no perfect families, and our families just all need help. And because we have these dysfunctional family, we have to keep upgrading ourselves, keep building ourselves. So yeah, this last book I read, Uplifting the American Spirit, this is for helping us all to really go into our best self, lifting up the African American spirit. My biggest book that people buy is Anger Management for teens, and next is
Mm-hmm.
Anger Management for men, and the next is Anger Management for women. All right, there.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Mm-hmm.
how to be successful in business? I can help you be successful in business. How to improve self-esteem in any child. Understand relationship, how to improve them. I'm a master at that. If you're having a problem communicating, I can do that. So I would love to have you schedule a complimentary session with me so we can talk about how I can support you, peel back the layers, let your best self shine, come forth, so your better days can be in front of you rather than behind you. You may be stuck, so let's get you unstuck and on the path of evolving and letting your best self shine because again, you're here to make a difference in the world, and it's time to start that today.
Yes, and also you have a complimentary
I do have
session.
that couple session
In the,
on the
yeah.
calendar. They can book that session so we can talk about how I can support you and what I can do to support you. I would love to. I have a discovery session with a strategy session with you, and let's
Mhm.
explore what is blocking you, what's in your way, and how you can. Certainly, we can talk. Is your business? I have an 8 week program that called the can support you with that. I would. Yeah, we can start with that 8 week program, but just I
Mhm.
want to just start with finding out what we can do and where's blocking and what's in your path. What are the things that's blocking you? Is it your mindset? Is it something physical? Or let's just have that strategy session and see what's standing in the way and how we can really move the needle and get you to move forward. And maybe your business, so we may need to do a little pumping up with your business and have you have more success in your business as well. Because you certainly, if you're not where you are financially with your business goal, we can help move the needle and get you to 100,000, beyond 100,000, wherever you are, it can
Mhm.
always get better. So I would certainly like you have you get that discovery session. Let's
Yes.
find out what is you blocking you, where you
Mhm.
are, and how can support you. And we'll come with a game plan at the end of that our discussion of what we can do to move the needle, so that if you wherever you are, we can move the needle for your best self to show up. So we want to help you to look at your purpose and manifest your purpose. I do these soul readings, past life reading. I'm a intuitive person, so I do reading, past life regression, angel reading, all that intuitive woo woo stuff. That's
Mhm.
what I do. So I have this intuition genius 8 week program guaranteed to move the needle in 8 weeks. You certainly will be in a better place than where you were before. So we can just help you to move, get unstuck. Whatever you're stuck with, we can move the
Mhm.
needle and help you move forward so that you can really be in a good place. And I certainly want to support you. If there's any way I can support you, that would be my highest gift and my honor to support you and help you to know that you can do something. You can make something out of your life. It's possible for everything is possible, but you need that support. You need that guidance. You need that belief. And just let me support you and guide you so that you can be in the right place. And if you have any question, we can do that on that session where we can talk about what problems you have and how I can help you move the needle and move forward. So I would
Mhm.
love to have you schedule that session, and let's just see what it is that I can support you with. And I'm pretty sure we can move the needle. You're gonna feel much better after you have that strategy session. You're gonna feel much better, and you're gonna have a clear idea and a clear plan of what you can do to move forward. So I would love to support you, and certainly you have my see all my books that I have using the books that you need to support you. But I would like to have that first session with you, and let's talk about how I can support you and what we can do to make miracles happen in your life. You deserve a miracle. Let's have one within this coming month. It's not too late to have a miracle in your life.
Yeah,
And
especially with the new year coming in, it's like it's a great time to start over, start anew, start again, restart, so it's perfect timing. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Ida Greene. Appreciate everything you've said. TikTok has really enjoyed everything you've said. You're very positive, inspirational. The wisdom is so important in this world, and I'm honored to have this conversation with you. And thank you so much,
thank
everyone
you
else.
thanks for having me.
Thank you, everyone else. Thank you so much for listening, and please get a hold of Dr. Ida Greene. She's got the website in the description. LinkedIn, book a free consultation with her. If anybody can help you with figuring out what to do next, it's going to be Dr. Ida Greene, and it's free. So it's not like you have to pay to have a conversation with her, and she'll move you in the right direction of where you should be going in your life. Because I know there's a lot of stuck people out there. Okay. So thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful day. Be nice to everybody and be nice to yourself too.
Love you much. Have a wonderful day.